you, it's almost over now, almost over now.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys are in the midst of a great run, only one loss in their last 10 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready for what could be a tough one and perhaps a playoff preview come January.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Pass caught by Burden. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado. It's Shedeur Sanders.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. The 4 touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fernandez. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Up the middle they go. Fernandez. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Steelers at 9-3 here on the year. But they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them,
this is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And the Steelers first down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll run on 1st down. It's Fernandez. And he stopped immediately there. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Fernandez. And able to get him inside the 5 here. Just inside the 5 to about the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
19.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jaden Higgins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Ethan Evans on now to punt. This will be taken at the 10. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Come on.
From the gun, it's Shador. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw is Sanders. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got this complete to Burton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Abdul Carter. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Cards are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Second and 7. Sanders to throw. There's a short one complete to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Throwing, Sanders. There's a short one complete to Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 more on that one, and another first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's a short one complete to Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Sanders. There's a short one complete to Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. There's a short one complete to Harris. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
But it's fourth down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7.
Dicker to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 14 is here, the final 5 weeks of the regular season. Teams jockeying for position. Let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Western New York. The Bills at home to take on the Browns. And it's the Browns QB. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Browns are getting hot. It's a 3rd straight win, and they take this one in style. From there, let's go out to
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Sanders. There's a short one complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun here, Sanders. There's a short one complete to Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This was another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Sanders. This one into the hands of Harris on the crossing route. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cardinals offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that will bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Mahomes takes it himself. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd double it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Abdul Carter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That's good for the Steelers. First down.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. It's Fernandez. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Fernandez. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And the Steeler first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Sanders. There's a short one complete to Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Sanders once more. Looking for White, and he finds him. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Cardinals 7.
So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 16.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. And that is going to be a story we'll talk about after this one.
1st and goal.
Here we go. 60 back, 65, 6, Mustang 19. 65 catch.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Harris. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Cougar 19.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Abdul Carter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. There's a short one complete to Harris. And now they're in a hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Sanders going to throw again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. To throw is Sanders. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Steelers 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Get it.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. And he's got his target, Harris. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting